Hello and welcome to the Breaking Bitcoin Market Update. It's Tuesday, August 3rd, I should say, 2021. Welcome back, everyone. We're back for another exciting installment in the Breaking Bitcoin Market Update. Yes, Bitcoin still pulling back from its 42K high. Is this the right time to board the train for some bullish continuation, or are we expecting more downside here to come? That's one of the main topics we going to attempt to tackle today on this installment. As always, I'm your host, Crypto Jack, joined by two of the CC's lead analysts. Couldn't do it without them. We got Alex and Jason with us this afternoon. Let's hear from Alex.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Good. You're coming in loud and clear, echo free, looking good.
Nice.
Jason, how you doing, my man?
Oh, doing well. You know, just taking it day by day. Making monthly gains, loving
it. Yep, chipping away the future fortune. I love it. That's the way it's done in this game. Not easy to get rich overnight on some Hail Mary trade. You know how we do it here.
Yeah, respect to.
Yes, conservatively, chip away at all those gains. Slowly become the king of crypto. That's the goal. That's the great glory moment we're all waiting for. Certainly working our way up. The gains and the performance of our analysts sure does help, though. All right, guys. How's the audience doing? Everyone doing well today? I certainly hope. Price action, as always, super exciting. Bit of a pullback day in crypto markets. We're going to, of course, explore the wider markets of the world in just a few minutes. And, of course, get into the AMA request section a little later in the show, so if anybody has any chart requests they'd like us to look at. And finally, of course, we're going to open that D-Live chest. I know Mr. Ether said make the chest make the chest opening random. Keep everybody on their toes, but man, it's hard enough to snipe that D-Live chest, even when I give you guys all the heads up in the world. So I will try to set the D-Live chest for a particular time. Let's call it 2:15, so about an hour and 5 minutes from now. I'm going to schedule that D-Live chest opening. In the meantime, let's go ahead and get this show started, guys. We'll get caught off with a very brief look at the news. Not a whole lot going on in the news today, but let's give it a gander. Here is this piece from Crypto Potato. SEC Chair Gary Gensler is intrigued by crypto. He's urging for better investor rules. During an interview with Bloomberg, Gensler admitted that he's intrigued by the cryptocurrency space, but that wouldn't deter him from protecting U.S. investors via enhanced regulations on the market. Being deeply familiar with the blockchain space, he taught DLT classes over at MIT. Gensler is expected to have a straightforward approach when it comes down to regulating the industry when he took charge of the SEC earlier this year. So far, though, the Commission has yet to announce any precise rules, although speculation has run rampant in the last several weeks. Speaking to Bloomberg, Gensler admitted his affection to the market, but said he will work towards enhancing investor protections from potential scams and fraudulent activity. That I don't mind. Definitely got to sweep out all the bad actors. Here's a quote. While I'm neutral on the technology, even intrigued, I spent 3 years teaching it after all, learning into it. I'm not neutral about investor protection. If somebody wants to speculate, that's their choice, but we have a role as a nation to protect those investors against fraud. Although he didn't specify the precise nature of the potential legislation, the SEC chairman said the crypto market needs to go under the jurisdiction of the Commission. He noted that Bitcoin falls under the commodity category, but almost all other altcoins are securities that must comply with the SEC's rules. Gensler outlined concerns about several crypto areas, including decentralized finance, stablecoins, and exchange-traded funds. Consequently, he promised that he has to ask the staff to use all the authorities anywhere we can in relation to those sectors. All right, so kind of a neutral stance from Gensler. If anything, I actually call this positive. Indeed, regulation, like it or not, I think will be better for the space, and it'll bring the money in. It'll open the gates, number go up, that sort of business. Gensler on Bloomberg today. It's good we have, an MIT guy, an MIT professor on topic of DLT. We're not talking, of course, sandwiches here, although I got a story about that. It's good to have somebody in this hot seat that knows what they're talking about. We don't need too many, Elizabeth Warren types sounding off on the topic of blockchain. But, yeah, there's Gensler. Decent comments on Bloomberg trending today. Let's go ahead and hop into the next story. Pretty light on the news, so these next few will be relatively brief. As always, I do like the PSA type stories to come through here from time to time. This one titled The Raccoon Stealer, the malware capable of pilfering your crypto wallets. Let's take a look what this is about. An August 3rd report, that's today, published by British cybersecurity firm Sophos, states that the data stealing malware called Raccoon Stealer is capable of emptying crypto wallets. It can infect computers via spam emails, malicious website, or pirated software that gets downloaded with the help of torrent clients. Those who search for cracked versions of legit software have a high chance of ending up on the website that manipulates users into downloading these malware droppers. Yada yada yada. These clippers pose the greatest danger to crypto holders, given they replace intended recipient address with their own, modifying content of someone's clipboard, etc., etc. All right, so they're the old crypto jacking, clipboard swapping trick. Guys, just a very, very brief reminder. I know some people do like torrenting. Generally, torrenting media files, video files is usually safe and okay, but try to stay off the pirated software. I know some people like to preview video games. They like to get a free version of Photoshop, etc. Don't do that. Any executable you download from torrents nowadays is highly, highly sus. There's yes, there's
About that. Oh.
between the North Korean hackers and Russian scam artists, etc., script kiddies, whatever you want to call them, the internet is rife, especially if you're looking at pirated software, guys. Avoid it at all costs. It's one of my top recommendations. Again and again, I have people come to me who downloaded things when I told them not to, and they get themselves in a heap of trouble. Guys, if you need Photoshop, you got to pay for it, or use freeware. Use free tools. GIMP is a free alternative to Photoshop. DaVinci is a free alternative to Premiere, etc. Do your due diligence, guys. Always pay your software. Would hate to see anybody's crypto wallet get jacked or the computer get ransomed. Beware, beware. All right, enough of that PSA. Let's get into the final story. Well, one of the final two stories, at least. Speaking of sandwiches earlier, sandwich shop Quiznos accepting Bitcoin. You know, we are indeed in the bright days of mass adoption. When you can pay for your lunch in Bitcoin, pay for your sandwich in Bitcoin. Let's see here. Quiznos teamed up with Bakkt to pioneer a new and innovative payment method for customers to purchase their next meal with Bitcoin. American fast food restaurant Quiznos has announced it's soon going to allow its customers to pay for meals with Bitcoin thanks to a new partnership with Bakkt. Yes, remember Bakkt was like all the rage. Everybody talking about Bakkt is going to change the world. According to a press release published today, Quiznos is going to tap Bakkt's digital wallet service, dubbed the Bakkt app, to roll out the new crypto payment software in mid-August among several select locations in Denver, including the local airport. All right, Bakkt slowly creeping into the consumer payments market. That Bakkt app that was, I don't know, I could swear I've been hearing about Bakkt app for about 2+ years now. Well, apparently it's now making its way into the marketplace. Partnering with innovative platforms such as Bakkt is appealing to us for a number of reasons, primarily because it allows us to accept Bitcoin directly to point of sale as part of a quick and seamless transaction, noted Mark Lowen, president of Quiznos. All right, well, there you have it, guys. Another day, another chapter in the adoption storybook. Sadly, we no longer have Quiznos here in Canada. They pulled out of the market a few years ago. You guys still eat Quiznos over there?
I don't think so.
Canadians would love hot sandwiches. It's so cold up there.
You'd think so. It was.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they closed here too.
Oh, damn! Quiznos just couldn't withstand the juggernaut of sandwich makers known as Subway sandwiches. How about that? Hey, Alex, they got a Quiznos on the island?
I haven't seen one yet.
All right. Well, let's just.
I saw Firehouse Subs. I ate there.
Firehouse Subs. Never heard of that one. Let's see here.
You never heard of Firehouse Subs? Really?
Is that an American thing?
Yeah.
Quiznos in PR. Nope, not there either.
I don't think there's any anymore.
Just out of
I
curiosity.
think some guys just tried to accept Bitcoin for sandwiches.
That looks like there's 4 Quiznos on the island of Puerto Rico. So Alex, do let me know. In fact, next time you're at Quiznos, let me know. I'll buy your next.
I think it's Quiznai.
Oh, it's Quiznai. Okay. I will let me know, and I will pay for your next meatball sandwich over there. All right. So let's hop in to the next story. All right. Speaking of regulation, a new EU law to force anonymous crypto users to reveal identities. Now this is encroaching. Bitcoin has seen a recent drop as a result of new in the works crypto legislation. All right. So this article trying to attribute the price drop to what some might think shattering information coming from EU regulators. Although it's sometimes difficult to determine what exactly caused the given decline. Indeed, some people speculate this upcoming legislation from the EU Commissioner for Financial Services and a misunderstanding of tweets. Let's see what this misunderstanding is about. And considering this, it's really no wonder Bitcoin's taken a hit. Man, again with the price action. Stop trying to pair the price action to developments in the news. Let's see here.
That's all they'll do. That's all they'll ever do.
Let's see here. Congress's stance on crypto. McGinnis states in an article she wrote for The Hill, following Congress's adoption of the much welcome Anti-Money Laundering Act to start this year, the EU stepping up to the plate. Elaborating on this, McGinnis says in the tweet that money laundering lets criminals hide. Yes, we know all these talking points. Speaking further, McGinnis elaborates on the theme of transparency. Transparency is another vital item in the fight against money laundering. We need to know who ultimately owns or benefits from a company or trust, and the so-called beneficial owner. Although this is a point well made, it's a fair bit of miscommunication. Man, this article is pretty light, guys. I apologize. Where is the meat? What did the EU Financial Commission really say? Are they really going after them, after the anonymity of crypto wallets? let's see here. The Independent produced an article today talking about forceful legislation in the works. Companies handling crypto will now have to ask for a customer's name, address, date of birth, and account number, as well as people receiving the digital funds. This may come as a scare to many, but it's an effort to crack down on crime. Yes, this legislation will affect those without criminal intentions, but other sources argue that it's not as bad as it seems. This makes about sense. I mean, I can't expect to log on to something like Coinbase and them not to KYC me. I guess this is just this is more of a enhancing existing KYC than it is, I think, completely barring anonymity in digital wallets. But alas, I do think that we are heading in that direction, guys. Sooner or later, they will want to de-anonymize everyone they can. The Big Brother nanny state, of course, looms ever large. All right. Enough of this fluff, this drivel from the Bitcoinist. Go ahead and get into the next segment. Let's look at bubbles. What's going on in the alt space today? Well, it's mostly a sea of red, following, of course, on the heels of Bitcoin's breakdown below 40K. Here is the alt space. Everything down about single digits today. A couple outlying gainers. Can't help but mention Luna. Luna's up another 20%.
Yeah,
Man,
looking pretty nice.
this looking pretty nice. Sometimes, you just wish you could leave those TP3s hanging out. Let's have a look here. But then, of course, that would probably defeat the purpose of a TP3 and what we do here with our systems trading, but I digress.
I mean, it's one thing to take off your TP3s when the entire market is running, and there's another thing to get cocky just because we've been trending for a couple weeks. That's why I haven't really just been, leaving my TP3s where they are, taking them, taking our profits, and moving onwards.
Yes, it's best to probably not meddle and apply discretionary moves. That, of course, leads us to many troubles. So let's have a look. Yeah, perp up 16.5%, and block stacks up 11%. Lucky number 11. Pancake swap up a few points today. Cardano up a little bit. eGold, Solana, and Link rounding out the winners today. Low single-digit gains. Everything else, bit of a pullback in the space. DHA, one of the top gainers in the last couple of days, still up here with a green bubble, 4% gains. Everything else pulled back a little bit. This is just another dip worth buying. Will we see continuation? And then, of course, one of the top questions for today. In fact, I'm going to get right into it right here, right now. I did drop a comment earlier, a link, I should say, in the live chat a few minutes ago. In fact, I'll re-up with that comment now. Let's take a look. If anybody wants to check out today's poll, drop in the link in the live chat on DLive right now. Otherwise, you can watch it. You can find it on YouTube, on our YouTube channel below the community tab. Do check out today's poll. It reads the following: now that Bitcoin has tapped 42K and pulled back, do you think we'll see bullish continuation, or is this just another top? Two options available for today's poll response. We have first one, expecting bullish continuation after this minor correction. Yes, if you still lean bullish, if you still think that we're going to probably be at 46, 48K by the end of the week, or at very least later this month. First bullish response is for you. The second one, of course, was for the bears. This was the top. The bears will eat Bitcoin's lunch from here. Yes, we're not talking Quiznos this time. It's the real deal. Is Bitcoin going to get broken down from here? Is the dream over? Are you feeling mighty bearish this Tuesday afternoon? The second option is for you. Very quickly now, let's refresh. See how many responses came into the poll since I last looked. 11 votes already. You guys are on the ball. Let's see here now to Bitcoin. Yes, I have read this, of course, already. 91% of respondents so far, so I guess about 9 votes are leaning toward expecting a bullish continuation after the minor correction. All right, apparently we got a lot of bulls chomping at the bit here. Chomping at the bit. We got to figure that one out. Yeah, if you guys can, of course, leave a like. A like goes a long way. I do see there's already 2 likes here, and someone dropped a comment already. Oh, it's Alex. There it is. Wait for me. Bitcoin, says Alex. Thank you so much for the comment, Alex. And same goes to anybody else here users in live chat. Thank you for hitting the like button, leaving a comment, responding to the poll. It does help us out. Gonna check back in the poll maybe toward the end of the show. In the meantime, go hop into the live chat. Speaking, oh, Voyager X. How did this just pop up on Bubbles? This must have really exploded in the last couple of minutes. BGX. Voyager token suddenly up. One of the top coins today on Bubbles. 30% gain. Something cooking over at VGX. Am I talking over Alex, or is Alex talking in the background to somebody else?
I don't hear him.
I hear the odd bit from his mic, maybe. With that said, let's go hop into the live chat, guys. Let's see who's kicking it with us this Tuesday afternoon. Very quickly now. Also, let's check the time. Man, we're doing pretty good on time, guys. Yes, UCC schedule, the new show schedule. Slowly trying to whip the show into shape, trim the fat, as I always say. We are heading toward a new format, slowly but surely. So just trying to get into the swing of things, guys. As you can see, the show is moving at a swifter pace as of late. I appreciate everybody kind of hanging in there with us as we slowly make some tweaks to the show. Daniel on YouTube was here with us first. Hello to everyone. Shoutouts to Daniel. Ron Legato is with us as well. Ron waving to us here. As always, Dave Rice on YouTube as well says hi all. Shoutouts to Dave Rice. David also says roller up. Oh, we got the good greens today. All right, Dave Rice. The eternal midnight toker, Dave Rice, everybody. Ernest of Gaia. Cheers. Shoutouts to Ernest of Gaia. Dark Rico's with us as well. Shoutouts to Dark Rico. Hey all, he says. Taz Blitz. Good evening all. Shoutouts to Taz. We have Kit L writing hello. Well, that's a new user. Shoutouts to Kit L on YouTube. Do follow and subscribe. We're going to have some hot quality TA coming your way in just a few minutes, and same time tomorrow, more TA, more of the same. So I do encourage you to follow and subscribe if you do like what you see here on today's show. Profit Bear, I totally getting ready to buy this dip. Shoutouts to Profit Bear. I'm 100% with you there. Says BTC, of course. Buying the dip on Bitcoin, Profit Bear. You know, I was in the same boat today. Today I was going to DCA, add a little bit to my stack. I'm just a little undecided. Ethereum or Bitcoin? What do I want to add today? Not too sure which one. I'm leaning toward Ethereum, actually.
The Ethereum Bitcoin chart.
Yes, Ethereum Bitcoin chat looks good. And yes, I'm leaning toward Ethereum. We'll see how it goes. Helder Santo over on YouTube. Hey, people. Shoutouts to Helder. Electric on Twitch. Good afternoon, everyone. Shoutouts to Electric. Any word on D-Live? Berwick says Pirate Chain's going to 10x by the end of the year. Well, there you go. Berwick shilling the 10x moonshot for Pirate Chain. Is he onto something? Very well might be.
I could see Pirate Chain doing a 10x by then. I mean, Pirate Chain just did a 2 or 3x, didn't it?
Very well might have off the lows.
Like $1. Is near $1? Is like near $2. So I mean, it's a possibility, sure.
Certainly. I might add Pirate Chain to the request line. We'll give the chart a look. We'll see how far it's come, where it has yet to go. Anthony Cox on YouTube, another user I don't quite recognize. Shoutouts to Anthony Cox, if you can. To follow and subscribe. You know how we do here. Well, at least you will soon. XLM, I see your requests. Hang tight. Knit and Soki asking, why is crypto pulling back? Look at Bitcoin on the daily chart. How many green candles do we have in a row? Like 6, 7, 8, 9?
It seems like an odd question. So why was Bitcoin going up in the first place? Why does it ever go up? Why does it ever go down? I mean, it's the markets.
Why is the moon good?
Why couldn't Satoshi have just designed it to always go up? Like, why did he mess this up?
Tides go in, tides go out. You can't explain that.
Maybe Elon needs to get in touch with Satoshi and see if he can't fix that little flaw in the code base that keeps the price from constantly going up. Let's see here. Crypto Bull 21's with us. I see your request. Hang tight. Knit and Soki's asking, pull back to what levels? Stay tuned indeed to find out. We're going to get into the Bitcoin analysis in just a minute. Almost there. Polly B. Hey, people. Shouts to Polly B. Jersey Mike's here now. Not sure who Jersey Mike is, but okay.
Mike is the sub shop.
Is the sub shop? Ah, gotcha.
Jersey Mike's.
Gotcha. Jersey Mike's is now on the West Coast. Well, I hope they make a mean sandwich. Any word, what are the fees to buy a meatball sandwich with Bitcoin? No kidding, right? One thing if they were kind of like a custody payment processor partner, but if you are sending BTC direct, are you going to wait 60 minutes for your sandwich for all those confirmations? Are you going to pay all the fees? I do wonder how the backed app is going to work. Hopefully it's, you deposit once and you work with your balance for a while. MacW, hey y'all, can you look at Monero? Hang tight. I'll add Monero to the request line. Alex with us on YouTube. We have a lot of Alexes in the chat. This one is just plain Alex. Not Alex81SG, not Alex the other one, or the other one, or the other one. Just plain Alex. Shout outs to Alex, another seemingly new user in the YouTube chat. Mr. Ether joins us on YouTube as well. Shout outs to Mr. Ether. Good luck on your road trip, Mr. Ether, your vacation. Do ride safe. And he writes, Quiznos isn't that great. Are you a Subway guy? I actually thought Quiznos was better than Subway. Warmed sandwiches and toasted sandwiches and everything. I thought Quiznos was good.
Sandwiches, that's my thing.
I don't know how they failed, but they did spectacularly. They pulled out of the Canadian market, and they haven't been back since. Crypto Bull 21 is MATIC.
They stopped doing that commercial with the sock puppet with the googly eyes. That's why.
Or the "We love the moon."
That was the googly eye.
Was that a sock? No, because those were hamsters, not socks.
I'm pretty sure
this is bad.
We gotta recheck that.
This sounds like a bad. This sounds like a bad case of Mandela effect.
I think they were actually chinchillas.
Well, I would like.
Anyway, they stopped doing those commercials and then they died out. I think that was clearly related.
Maybe those jalapenos they served on the side were not spicy enough, or whatever that green hot pepper was. Let's see here. MATIC breaking down as Crypto Bull. Maybe Quiznos still in business as B-Flow. Let's see here. Watch them make a combo with Bitcoin. Oh, come back with Bitcoin. Yes, this is gonna put Quiznos back on the map. I have to desperately get rid of my super precious and always appreciating Bitcoin to trade for a one-time sandwich deal. Sounds like a guaranteed recipe for Quiznos' big success. May I recommend NFTs? Quiznos NFTs instead. Franklin MC, howdy gents. Shoutouts to Franklin MC. Peaky Blinders says B-Flow. Not sure what that refers to. Toes in the... Oh, okay. Toes in the sand. Good day, everyone. Shoutouts to Good Day. Season 3 of Peaky Blinder. Okay.
Peaky Blinders.
Peaky Blinders. Never heard of it. Very, very, very interesting.
Very good. Blinders.
Zarash on YouTube joining us today. He writes, "Hello, everyone." We're getting quite a few YouTube viewers. Could Ben have been right? A slight tweak to the title makes all the difference. We're gonna find out.
There's still only 24 people watching.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what the numbers come in at the end of the day. Let's see here. Electric Dangit Satoshi, Mike Maker, Jersey Mike's is way better than Quiznos. Alex81SG, hey guys, can you look at the following? I'm adding them, and that's it. That's the last comment. Zarash just commented, writing, "Subway fish is real?" Question mark. If you're referring to the tuna, do you guys remember the big Subway tuna scandal? Yeah. Somebody took the tuna from Subway, and they performed a lab analysis on it. They put it under like an electron microscope. They put it. They had the Enterprise run its scanners over it. Turns out total tuna content in the tuna sandwich is about 0. They couldn't even identify what the protein was assembled from. So yes, I can confirm, Zarash.
I think I've heard about that. That was actually bad journalism.
Yes, is the fish real? I can confirm it's not. This is satire, of course. Subway, don't sue me. Should we make Peaky Blinder hats with secret RD-ware wallets inside instead of a razor blade? Okay, again, these are all references. I have no idea what you're talking about. Food theory on YouTube.
From the 1920s, they'd wear the little golfer hat, but they'd always have a razor blade up in the bill so they could cut someone if they had to.
Ah, see? Alright. Well, I guess those were the days. Does Musk know who Satoshi is? The recently deceased McAfee said he knew who's. I think McAfee was eternally full of shit, and I don't think Musk really knows who Satoshi is either. Then again, maybe they shared a pod at the Area 51 cloning center together. I don't know. Maybe they were bunkmates in whatever underground military base they came out of. All right, guys, enough comments. Plenty more piling into the chat as we speak. Apparently, this Quiznos talk has got everybody fired up. No pun intended. Let's.
This is those fired up
You
subs.
should intend your pun, sir.
All right. Let's go ahead and get into the next segment, guys. It's amazing how well we do on time when we have a concerted effort to keep things along this afternoon. Alex just went live. Brilliant. Connecting to his stream, and let's do it. And we are in, looking at the BTC USD daily chart on BitMEX. Gonna make a couple tweaks here. Here we go. All right. As for the rest of yous, I'm gonna go into the live chat, start collecting your requests, get them ready for the latter half of the show when we get into everyone's requests. In the meantime, do enjoy this bit of TA. Spearheaded by Alex. I'll be back.
Alright, we don't need the measured move stuff anymore. That's already been completed. At this time, we're looking for this pullback to complete somewhere down in this area. I don't know where. We've got a little bit of support around 36,500, which is a fib level. And also, you can see it's support here, resistance above here. We also have some support all the way down here at 34,000, maybe 35-ish. This would actually take us closer to the median trend line, seen here in white. If you zoom out here, see this is our trend over time. So price kind of wants to meet with its trend and then most likely continue onwards and upwards, I think. Yeah, so what we're looking for is a movement down here and then pop up towards 45,000, maybe even 52,000.
Yeah.
So finish coming down here. Do something, maybe even come down here. I'm not sure, but one way or another, move up here.
I like that pattern.
Yeah, it's a big screw you, and then we'll see what happens up in this area.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that screw you moment.
Yeah. So there's really not much more to say on for Bitcoin today. I'll say this. Well, I guess there is something more to say because I'm about to say something more. This looks really interesting for a reversal play to the upside.
Yeah. Gotta wait for that trend break. That's what I'm waiting for.
Yeah, exactly. Wait for a trend break here. But the 4 hour is certainly shaping up.
Yep. Finally starting to crawl sideways instead of
Arguably, we're crossing it right now. Looking here, I think I'd still like to see this land in this area, but one way or another, if we start to break this trend upwards, you could probably take this back towards 40,000. Like pull back up one more time towards 40K, reject, boom, down into 34, 35,000 area. And then we do this weird thing where we kind of go back in time briefly. All right, Ethereum. Kind of a harsh rejection candle here. Let's turn on line mode. Does this... Yeah, no, I stand by this line, how I had it here. See, it's drawn off of these, the trend of these two right here. Hmm. Where should we be looking for the pullback to go to? Because this is a pretty strong bearish engulfing candle today. Overbought exit signal on time transformation. So this is definitely telling us to exit our Ethereum longs in this spot. If we've been holding from down in the 1700s. Great trade, guys. At this point, I would look to take this back towards 2,000, 2,150.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe take a spring from there up into 3,000 range. Yeah, so you see here on the 3-day, Ethereum Bitcoin is really strong. We've got a break of this downtrend. So we could test towards 6 million sats here, but I expect at least to pull up towards this area.
Mm-hmm.
It's back near the highs. As per usual, if we were to break under 5.5 at all, then we'd be looking to get out. Take this all the way down.
Out of here.
Ooh, Bitcoin dominance falling, breaking trend, and producing some bearish divergences. I think this is a great sign that we're about to get a miniature alt season of some kind.
Did get quite a few signals yesterday on BTC pairings. Unfortunately, not on Binance at the moment, but it would appear that way with the way Bitcoin dominance is breaking down.
I think
And
there's
all
a lot of really incredible setups on a lot of different alts, including Uniswap pairs. As a matter of fact, Uniswap perp is the only one up today. What did I tell you guys? The moment we broke this level right here, what happens? We just start moving up, moving up, moving up, moving up. That's why we were eyeing this level for the break. Only one that is up today. Dragon perp is down. DeFi perp is down. Privacy perp is down. Exchange perp is down. Shit perp is down. Midcap and alt perp. So these are all still, alt perp especially is still under resistance in this spot, right? That's what we were looking at. Uniswap perp, broken resistance here, gives us room to move up. All perp did not break resistance here. Suddenly we're trapped under it. We're getting exit signals. That's no bueno. Okay, if crypto is down, dollar up. We were kind of looking for the dollar to move up back towards resistance. Let's see.
I'm betting sideways.
Dollar up, but mostly sideways. This is definitely looking as if it is setting up to move back up towards resistance. So we have a break of trend here. Not quite yet. Okay, markets or dollar slightly up, market slightly down, or market sideways. How's this gonna work? Let's see. Oh, this is not correct. The Dow is up today. It's up 0.5%. Potentially finding support at this previous resistance level that we're eyeing. So we opened today below resistance. We moved down in the morning and then popped back up over resistance by late afternoon, which is where we are now. Here we go. Well, this is kind of interesting. These wicks right here are suggestive that enough buyers stepped in to push us over resistance. Since here sellers step in one more time, try and bring us back below. Buyers are there. They're like, cool, sell it to us. That's fine. We'll buy it up here too. We're gonna keep buying it. More sideways here for the NASDAQ, but it was a relatively strong day. We open down and then trade upwards all day long. This is interesting. We're starting to get, oh, this is a 3-day. I'm sorry. All right, so we trade down. The morning trade back up this afternoon. Yeah, still kind of sideways. We could still get follow through to the downside here. More sideways on the S&P. Not really sure what to do here. At the very least, while we're still below resistance, I think it makes sense not to just not to do anything with it. But you know, every time you think it looks bearish, it recovers. Gold down. Looks like it's about to print a bearish divergence. If so, I would look for a retest all the way of 1780. Silver's showing some strength here. This is interesting. If we close up here, yeah, I like that. Look at this.
Little fake out on the break of that.
Let's do a measured move here. Let's get rid of this. Get rid of this.
Probably take you about up to 2750.
Yeah, somewhere around there. Like it's basically going to take us back to the point of control up here.
Yeah.
Actually, I think I kind of like the spot right here. Yep. We'll see how this works out. Palladium, what I tell you. I know some of you thought it was bullish. You were wrong. Palladium has been bearish for months. Keep telling you. Don't let Palladium fool you. Look at these arrows. These arrows tell the future. This is what's happening to Palladium. Just say no. Platinum, exactly. As we've been worrying about, we're just still not getting a strong enough buying reaction off of this level. We are seeing some absorption. These wicks are interesting. If we get a reaction up out of this area, then we'll talk. Do we have a downtrend here? Sure. If we break the downtrend, we'll talk. Brent crude certainly looks as if we're breaking down now. This was a nice buyback here, but we just didn't get very much lift off from this level. We formed a lower high, and then in 3 hours, we're going to get this bearish engulfing candle on the 3-day. So I say we're looking to take Brent crude probably down to $45, $48 over the long term. It's not going to be a quick jaunt by any means, but corn is potentially a long signal here back towards the highs. If we broke below $5.75, then I'd want to be out. Natural gas, haha, it is going to break $4. I told you, we are going to $4.50. This is a strong trend. You can see it on the weekly. See, once we broke this level, like here, just boom, right through here. We're just waiting on the follow through. That's it. $4.50 right here, total no-brainer level. After that, we'll talk. And so I don't mind $4.40. We'll see what happens. But right now, $4.50 is where we're targeting on natural gas. And, see, this is what I love about trading, folks, is that if there were absolutely nothing going on in crypto right now, which is not the case, there's actually a lot, there's still these huge, big trends that we can identify and trade and make money off of. Like, it did not take a rocket scientist to see the breakout here on the weekly and just set up a long and just be prepared to take that. There's like 10, 20, 30% moves here. That's not nothing. It's real big boy trading, folks. Soybeans, ha ha ha, I told you. It was a fake out. And soybeans is such a deceiver. How could you do that? Like, look at all this volume that's got pushed up into this area over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks, and we finally tumble. Sugar, I'm just not sure it's holding this uptrend. If we continue to remain below 18 cents, we're going down. Wheat's a little strange here. I think it's going up. The weekly is pretty strong. What's our monthly look like? I mean, yeah, come on. We're even, well, it's not confirmed. Okay. Give it another month. We'll see. If we broke up here, I think it would make sense to be targeting $9. This is actually not a new all-time high on the Aussie economy, but with the closes, this is strong.
Yeah,
This is actually pretty strong. So the Aussie economy could continue here. Chinese showing some recovery the last couple of days. We were expecting some support at this level. If you guys will recall, this is the bottom, rather the top of the previous trading range, and now the bottom of this new one that we formed here. I like being a buyer here on Chinese markets. People were super scared the last few weeks for good reason on the Chinese markets, but because of the panic and all the selling, it's going to be a good mean reversion buying opportunity, even if maybe long term it's best to stay out of the Chinese markets. I don't know how you're going to want to participate in them. Maybe do something with EEM, maybe just trade the China A50 directly on Owanda. Sure. It's a good area from a risk reward perspective. We moved Click, 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 click. So far down here. This is like real big push down here. I would expect to see us like just kind of wander upwards. It's a good trade. France, my God,
Doing it. That's
well, not only did it meet our target, it's actually broken above our target and looks as if it's going to be making new highs here. So excellent trade opportunity from here to here. As we were expecting, that played out, and now we're making new all-time high. As we say, new all-time highs beget new all-time highs. So I think France can go for it here. Hong Kong still at support. Could go either way. Oh, message from Alex in the past. Okay, well, I hear you. So far, we're holding this uptrend. Yeah. It really looks like we're going to break down. We're holding it. If we make a new all-time high, then the wisdom of the ancients would suggest that we should long.
Price discovery.
Yes. Well, damn. It looks like I was wrong about India here. This ended up not being a short opportunity. We consolidated before new highs. Well, this is very interesting. I've been so bearish here on the world markets, but we have India, France, and Australia making new all-time highs in this spot. And Japan may very well be finding support on this final support level. Yeah, we're bouncing pretty hard on this. Like, boom, boom, bah, 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 bah. It's like when you drop a bouncy ball and it just like, you know, bounces lower and lower and lower each time.
Yeah, that's what I always use the marble analogy, where you drop a marble from high and say click, 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 click.
Yeah, this is exactly what happened right here. It's really clever. So if we can make it back over this level, I'm willing to take it long. If we close below here, we're looking for a completion of the descending triangle. Netherlands, new all-time high. Well, ish. Continuation signal. We're actually kind of expecting this ever since we got the break of this this ascending wedge. Normally these break downwards about 60-65% of the time, but when they break upwards, you still use the measured move. Method. So this would suggest to us to be aiming for 780, 785 area. Singapore still at resistance, not quite interested in it yet. Taiwan, as expected, at resistance, hanging out at the point of control. Not only interested in this short at this time. I may have been wrong about some of the world markets, but not all of them. Taiwan still looks like crap here. Maybe? Or did we turn support into resistance? Or resistance into support? What about this? What about this alternate view of our current environment? So we pushed up here, resistance. Oh no, we can't get over. Resistance, we almost do. Oh no, we can't get over it again. Resistance, oh, we make it through, but then sellers step in. Oh, we can't. Resistance again, like, oh, we make it over. Oh, sellers step in back in, but then it's support. Hello, buyers have moved all the way up. They're like, nah, we're done with this game. We're ready to buy. We came here to buy and chew bubblegum. We're all out of bubblegum. Maybe that's what's happening. I still say this is a short opportunity, but I just, there is an alternative perspective where we have turned support, resistance into support here. Russell 2000, small cap stocks, not a very big day. We trade down, trade back up to break even. 30-year bonds just kind of resting today. I see more upside. Deutsche Bunds, 10-year, up today, mostly sideways. 5-year up today. This is an area of resistance. You see there's some interesting liquidity right here. 2-year hanging at the point of control. 10-year at resistance. 10-year UK bonds at resistance, but
Thank God Alex of the past
just
called it.
broke over resistance today. What?
Said thank God Alex of the past gave us that arrow.
Hey, he knew what was up. That guy.
Literally.
Yeah. Everything looks good here on bonds, which is why it's a little anomalous that the stock market is still kind of marching up.
It's weird.
Okay, well, I guess that's really all we need to look at for world markets right now. Everything is just kind of in a holding pattern right now, it feels like. Dixie is sideways, precious metals are sideways, bonds were sideways today, traditional equity markets were sideways today. Crypto was part up, part down. Bitcoin is down, but like 2%, and it's recovered quite a bit. It's just a big sideways day all across the markets. I'm interested to see how things play out. What's next? Why don't we get started on our requests?
Yeah, let's get into the request. Going to highlight a comment here that came in from a user informing us of the Pulse Chain launch. Yes, that Pulse Chain window for fundraising, I think, closed last night. And I just checked in, and if this is correct, they raised an absolutely ungodly amount of money. Want to take a stab? How much was raised for this quote-unquote Pulse Chain launch ICO?
It didn't be sad, no.
13 billion.
You're close. 16.5 billion right now. 16.5 billion, guys. This is like the biggest ICO in crypto history. I think at this rate, if it kind of qualifies as an ICO.
Well, they can't do worse than maybe it was a great investment. They can't do worse than Block 1 did.
Precisely, yes. That's the major comparison being made today. Let's go ahead and get into these requests, guys. How are we doing on time? 2 o'clock. Remarkable. I love the new flow. Let's go ahead and put the first request up on the board. All right, this first one comes from Anyword, talking about Berwick, Pirate Chain, and 10x predictions. Maybe we could give Pirate Chain a quick look. Curious, if I were to enter now, where would that put me? Somewhere near the bottom? Oh, had a bit of a pullback.
As expected. Thank you, Alex of the past. As always, your wisdom is unparalleled. Let's see what we got here. Lower time frames. We could potentially get a bounce in this area back towards $3.40 or so, $3.25. Just this general area up here. Like that. Wait, where's the heck? Is it just me, or is this like jumping around?
Doesn't seem to be moving to me.
Seems steady on my screen.
All right, so right now price is right up next to the box, right? Where's the box? Where's
the box?
Where's the box?
What's in the box? I don't know where it goes.
It's weird.
Head Pitt's wife's head. Spoiler alert.
Too soon. Huh, I guess the box isn't real.
The box never was real, bud.
Well, yeah, I don't know what to tell you guys about this box, but this is our area of resistance. If we break it, I'm looking to take it back towards $6. And if we break down from here, which I really feel that will at least come retest 350. If we break down from here, then I'm a buyer from, say, $2.50 to $2. And then I'm a seller below $2. What's next?
All right, there was a look at Pirate Chain for any word, and yeah, gives me something to think about. I have been talking about adding Pirate Chain to my portfolio. For average here. All right. Heading into the next request, what do we have here? All right, this user came in with a 4-pack of requests. I'm not sure if we can cover them all, maybe 1 or 2 of them, and then if we still have time at the end, I'll round out into the other 2. Alex, it's a dealer's choice, I guess, in this case. XLM, ENJ, Link, or Solana. Any of those sound interesting to you?
Link and Solana for right now.
Link and Solana.
Zelda, the link to Solana. What's in the bag?
There's nothing really for us to do right now while we're at resistance. Yeah, I just don't see anything else for us to do in this spot. You know, we can't sell, we can't buy. I wait for some kind of pullback and a new signal. I like a pullback towards like maybe $18, $17.50. Yeah. What's next? It was Link and then what
Link
was
and
the other one?
Solana. Yes, we've given Stellar and ENJ a look, I think, recently on the show, so let's give Solana a stab.
For right now, I see us as hanging out at resistance, so I'm not super interested in Solana in this spot. We need some kind of continuation signal before we're willing to take this. What's next?
Right, Anthony Cox, there was 2 of your 4 requests. If I still have time, I'll try and look at ENJ and XLM for you, but in the meantime, let's spare some room for the next request. It's Crypto Bull. He wants to look at PAGX Bitcoin pairing. PAGX.
Well, that's just the gold Bitcoin ratio. As per usual, over the long term, gold looks bad against Bitcoin. Got a weekly sell signal right here. Was there something specifically that you wanted to look at? Or are you just curious if gold is going to be stronger than Bitcoin going forward? Yeah, I don't see it. Stop it. So yeah, maybe some sort of return towards point of control and then back down this area. What's next?
All right, there's your look at PAGX Bitcoin for Crypto Bull. Let's go ahead and get into the next request. MacW on YouTube writes, "Hey all, can you look at XMR? Yeah, Monero." Hey, speaking of Monero, you following that fluffy pony saga, Alex?
No.
One of the lead devs or maintainers of the XMR code base was arrested by U.S. authorities yesterday on his way to Mexico.
Whoa! Why wasn't this a news story?
It wasn't. The fraud charges that he's facing were not real. Whoa, Bitcoin dumping. Were not related to his work involvement in XMR.
Okay.
With that said, let's give it a stab.
Yeah, nothing we want to do here until we get some kind of continuation signal. We got this big exit signal right here. So maybe we can get like a baseline bounce long here. and take that towards 275. Yep, this area of resistance up here. So here up to here, but wait for the continuation signal. What's next?
Crypto Bull clarified he sold some Bitcoin at 42K into gold. I wanted to know if now was a good time to go back in Bitcoin. All right, so that was the nature of his gold BTC
I
request.
didn't see it, not yet. As you can see, the PAGX was moving upwards still. So
Yes, indeed. All right. Well, with Bitcoin currently tanking 37.7 right now, might very well behoove you to hang tight with that Bitcoin purchase. Crypto Bull 21.
as the ancients were told.
Yes. All right. Crypto Bull 21 also making the next request. It's MATIC. Writing, is MATIC breaking down here too? Question mark. What's MATIC up to?
Yes, but let's look at it.
MATIC.
This is kind of where we were looking at for MATIC to reject from, right?
Break down from resistance.
Yeah, so I would love a MATIC short in this spot and take this back towards 80 cents, 75 cents. We could push up into this area a couple more times, but yeah, I definitely want to take it down here. What's next?
Electric Boogaloo.
Right. MATIC.
12-hour bearish divergence.
MATIC. The bag. Let's go ahead and get into this next request. What do we have here? We have Alex81SG. Hi guys, can you look at WAXP and Kai USDT pairings? Start with the WAXP USD.
Yeah, well, right now we're at resistance. Broken uptrend, exit signal. I don't see any reason to ape into this right now. I would wait for some sort of retest of support / some sort of continuation signal for right now. This is WAXP and what?
WAXP as well as Kai, Kai.
What is Kai? Is Kai on the stock exchange?
Kai is, I believe, already a chain, and let me just verify. It's an Ethereum-based token. Leading trading pair would be on KuCoin, Kai USDT, KAI.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to do anything with it in this spot. We've got a bearish divergence right here. Possible we could retest our uptrend and continue, but again, you'll want to wait for some kind of continuation signal, and we're already starting to break below the baseline, so I would be pretty cautious here without a signal. What's next?
All right, well, there was a look at WAXP, excuse me, and Kai for Alex81SG. The D-Live chat. Oh yeah, I did say we're going to open the chest at 2:15, didn't I? That's about 2 minutes from now, guys. Get your lemons in now. Chest is going to open just 2 minutes from now. In the meantime, let's introduce the next request. What do we have here? We have O&T ontology for Poly B. Go give O&T a look.
Looks like everything else. We're at resistance, exit signal, wait for continuation. What's next?
Right, that was ontology, straight to the point. Thank you, PolyB, for that request. All right, Crypto Bull, you might have given Ethereum already a look, but he writes, how about a look at Ethereum Bitcoin? Did we look at Ethereum Bitcoin?
Yep.
All right, well, Ethereum, Bitcoin likely already looked at. Thank you, Crypto Bull, for that one. Let's have a look. Twitch user Chili Lime writes, Fetch AI, FET. The USD chart looks like it's going into its third parabola since March 2020. All right, Fetch.ai.
I mean, does it?
What?
It looks like we're just at resistance to me.
Yeah. And if anything, it would be breaking one of its parabolic trends right now.
Mm.
Yeah.
Let's see a broken uptrend here.
Yep, that's what I mean.
Rejection from resistance. I'm not really interested in Fed right here. And as always, exit signal. What's next?
All right, well, there was a look at Fetch.ai for Chili Lime over on Twitch. Here is the next one up. It's coming for David Rice. Can you do fun Bitcoin as well as the USD pairing? It's a blast from the past, he writes. All right, certainly is. Guys, I'm going to open the chest in 30 seconds. Probably about the time you hear this warning, the chest is going to be opening on your screen. Keep your eyes peeled on that. 30 seconds.
I mean, maybe it would have been a goodbye a week ago, but now we're like back at resistance. So I'm not really interested in fun right here. If we made it back over 55 sats and closed up there, then that'd be interesting. We could probably take it all the way to 80 sats. And fun USD.
Everybody rewards now,
It
guys.
looks like every other chart we've looked at today, except maybe slightly like underwhelming. I mean, yeah, this is just what every other chart has done. I just don't see any reason to want to be in fun. What is next?
All right, David Rice, there's your look at fun. The rewards are distributing now. Good luck, guys. Any second now. Lemon giveaway will be complete. Let's see who won today's big giveaway. We have Crypto Bull in first place with over 120 lemons. Big congrats to Crypto Bull. Taz Blitz with 70. Force Bitcoin with 51, Anyword with 40, and David Rice with 34 lemons. All right, guys, congrats. There is your big lemon giveaway this afternoon. Thank you to all who participated in that one. We'll have a few minutes left in today's show. A couple of requests still left. Let's go ahead and get into it. Nitin Soki on YouTube writes, can you look at Uni?
Okay, but this is going to look the same as every other chart, buddy. There you go.
Might get my exit signal today. Yeah.
So rejection from support resistance up here. See this this line makes it a little bit more easily seen, but see resistance, support, 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 resistance, resistance, and broken up trend right here. So again, I don't see any reason to be in this right now. I would wait for some sort of continuation signal. And then once we do, then I might be willing to take this for a retest of $25, maybe even $30 or so. What's next?
All right, next up on today's request line, we have NKN for Nitin Soki.
I think I have heard of that.
I think I have two. NKN Network. Top trading pair, Binance.
Well, it certainly looks good here to take back up towards like 45, 50 cents. Although this certainly looks like we're going to get a pullback just like everything else. Maybe a pullback towards 24 cents, 22 cents. So kind of return to this consolidation area. What's next?
All right, there was a look at NKN. Let's go ahead and look at Boris Bitcoin's request. Boris Bitcoin writes, can we look at LINA perp? That's L-I-N-A perp. I requested it last week, but I think the setup looks better today. Also wants to look at ARRR later. Let's look at LINA perp.
Yeah, this is better today.
Yep, nice continuation today.
So how I see this is support, support, resistance, resistance, broken resistance on a continuation signal. I wish WADA liked this a little bit more, but we don't need it. How close are we to the next resistance level, though? Is this within like 1 ATR? That's 1 ATR. Okay, there's enough room here for a trade. And then the stop makes sense too. The stop is like underneath this entire area. Okay. It's got potential. What's next?
It's a good setup. I like it.
All right, getting into the next request now. What do we have here? That was Boris Bitcoin. Yes, he actually wanted to look at RSR as well, so let's give RSR a shake.
The name I haven't heard in a while.
Isn't that reserve?
Yes,
right?
indeed. I think it was one of the top gainers of today.
Oh, so this is kind of like Uniswap perp. This did make it over the resistance level. Actually, yesterday was the continuation signal. Or no, it wasn't. I guess today is the continuation signal.
Right. Actually, I had an exit signal before.
I think this is probably worth taking. I think I actually kind of like this one more than the Lena perp one. We've got more room to go to the resistance level. Lena's like already right up against the next area of resistance that we're eyeing. But RSR, we can hit all three take profits and still be just moving up to that resistance level up there. What's next?
All right, getting into the next request. That was RSR to round out Bitcoin's Boris Bitcoin's request, I should say. Edgelord on YouTube. That's a name I don't quite recognize. Welcome to the show, Edgelord. Be sure to follow and subscribe if you do like the TA that you see. What is Edgelord's request? XVS. Yes, he wants to look at XVS.
Okay, that is right here on BSC.
PP deck.
See, this is another one that actually looks like a lot of other charts that we've looked at. It's kind of hard to tell, but we're just trapped under this area of resistance still. There you go. Support, resistance, 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 resistance. So I think I might even want to pick this back up towards like $21, $22 or $20, $22. So support here, resistance there. Just come back all the way down here to support. We certainly have a broken uptrend already. So, you know, I'm not willing to buy in until that's taken care of, so to speak. So. Just broke. Yeah, there we go. Heck. Well. Yeah. So just looking for a rejection from here for now. Pick it back up in this area. Maybe even back towards $16. It's a possibility. Maybe this is actually the range to be buying in. Between $17 and $20. Huh. Either way, I don't be a buyer here, be a seller up here. What's next?
All right, let's go ahead and get into the next request. What do we have on the line? Still ready to go. Sand. There's Bitcoin asking Sand USD. Is it ready for a short?
Last time I looked at it, it seemed like it was gearing up.
You just have to see how it reacts off that trend.
Well, I mean, it actually might have been a short yesterday. I can see this immediately retesting 40 cents. Some strong volume down here. This really does look like it's gearing up for like a hardcore short. Reminds me a little bit of the Ethereum 2017 top, doesn't it? Let's look at what was that like?
Going back in time.
So this is what I'm thinking of. So how we came all the way down and then we had this massive big uptrend afterwards. Sand actually did even better than Ethereum did. This was, where did we go down daily? I remember nailing this short right here. Of course, I was trading lower time frames, so I nailed the short from here to here. Man, I really should have held that that downtrend a little bit longer, huh?
Just a bit.
Anyway, sorry. What's next?
All right, excuse me. That was Sand USD for Boris Bitcoin. Only a couple of requests left now. Going to be wrapping this show up in just a few minutes. All right, OV Shop over on YouTube. Man, another new YouTube user today. Did Ben have actually been right? Beggars belief. Beggars belief. Well, of course, we'll figure that out in a bit. Ovi on YouTube wants to look at Doge. He writes, Doge, please. Well, you asked for new users. I bring you new users.
Man of taste. I see.
Man of fine wine and government cheese.
It looks like AIDS, buddy.
Yeah, it looks terrible.
So this is area of support resistance. So support here. Come down, and now we've got resistance here. Look at this. This is a 3-day chart. So let's go down to the 1-day. Rejection, 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 rejection. I think we could even be looking for a retest of 10 cents here. This is really ugly, the rejection here. Got these two dojis on the 3-day, and then this big reversal candle that closes. It's a day and a half. It's not good looking, buddy. I wouldn't be getting into a long here. That's for sure. What's next?
All right, go ahead and get into one of the last requests of the day. Doge. Good. Wait till you get to this next request. Any guesses what it's going to be, Alex?
Safely.
It's Ben Jai on YouTube writing Afternoon Jets. Good time to buy Hex? Question mark. Yes, Alex, is it a good time to buy Hex?
Oh, it's probably a shitty time to buy Hex. Let's take a look at it.
Yeah, let's see. Now that the Pulse window has closed, Hex I think was one of the top contributions to that contract.
A good time to buy Hex.
It won't go down, huh?
I'll tell you what, buddy.
It's a break a trend.
This is if we close today like this, which we may not. You can see all these big candles here. We haven't been closing like this. Man, you really can't. You really only can trade it on this place. All right. This is a great place to look for a bounce. If we close back below 11.5 cents, I'd get out. Okay. So I think this is a good place to be buying in. There's a lot of support here. We see that there's trend support. We see horizontal support. We broke the downtrend. At this point, hey, maybe we can at least retest 16 cents. Maybe we can keep going up on Hex. That would shock me, but I have been shocked many times by Hex thus far this year. So I don't want to proclaim it impossible. This is a good spot, but if we close below 11.5 cents, get out of Hex. Get out. Okay, that's what I say to you. Okay, you could be a buyer here, but if we close below this area at all, we'll be below the trend. We'll be below the uptrend, and we'll be below horizontal support. You gotta get out. You gotta get out of your Hex positions. All right. That's what I gotta say.
All right. Well, that was productive. Yes, I did appreciate that. Look at Hex. Let's go ahead and begin to close out the show with one of the last requests of the day. Adam Cohen over on the YouTube writes, can we look at Farm, Harvest Finance, Farm? Let's...
Sure. So we were looking at this the other day. Farm was all the way up here. I told you to do not buy this area. We're definitely getting a pullback at least towards $200. This is the area where we're testing right now. The other area where I would be looking to be picking up is around $125, $130, which is this area of resistance support. Yeah. And we also have an interesting area near $70, but at that point, yeah. I also don't like this candle, like all the liquidity that got pulled out at the high right here. Where did that get pulled out? It actually got pulled out right over here. How much did they pull out? They pulled out $11 million of liquidity? No. Am I looking at these numbers right? How much other liquidity has been moving the past? Jeez, yeah, I think. Yeah, it looks to me like someone pulled out $11 million in liquidity. Maybe it just switched to Uniswap V3. That's a possibility. I don't know. I would just be kind of cautious right here, because another way of looking at it is that we just kind of rejected from this area.
Exit pump.
Yeah. Maybe an exit pump. I don't really like Farm in this spot. Yeah. If we got a break of the downtrend, maybe you could take it back towards the highs, but we haven't broken it yet, so keep your eyes on it. What's next?
All right. Well, there was a look at Farm. Yes, Harvest Finance for Adam Cohen over on YouTube. Adam, if you do appreciate and enjoy some of the TA featured here, you know what to do. Hit that like and subscribe button. It's always appreciated. All right, this is the last request of the day. We're cutting it off here. Thank you, everybody, still posting requests. Paranormal Debunker wants to look at Melon. I think the coin's called Melon, MLN. I believe it's called Melon Coin, ML.
No. Melon is enzyme now,
Oh, this is
right?
Enzyme. Yes, this is Enzyme. Top trading pair on Binance.
A lot of volume came in today. Nothing we can really do right here. There's got to be more data out there. Okay, that's also not super helpful. There we go. Hey, look at Alex of the past doing stuff, telling us, yeah, you did good, Alex of the past. He was pretty right. Look at that. Timing is off.
It's usually the case.
Yeah, it's so it's so hard to get the exact timing right of these. Here, I want to zoom out, see the big grand scheme. This is a strong chart. This is strong. Let's look at the weekly.
Good uptrend.
I mean, technically. Okay. I'm willing to stay in Melon as long as this uptrend holds right here. It looks pretty strong. Classify this as the end of another consolidation area. Yeah, I think if we can close the weekly above $100, which we certainly look as if we're going to, I think I'd be willing to take this long to God, where? Let's use a trend-based fib extension here. Bottom, top, bottom. Look at that. We moved all the way from the bottom up to the 1.618 and then pulled back. What a surprise. I like this alignment right here. So 235, which is our previous all-time high from 2018. It's also a trend-based fib extension level. I think that's a good target from here. It's a nice little 2x. After that, maybe we can hit the other targets. I'm just kind of agnostic to that. Oh, look at this chart. Look at it, Jason.
I think you're cutting out here, Alex. I don't know why.
Can you not hear me?
You're coming in clear for us, for me at least.
Okay. Well, okay. Well, maybe I'm cutting out for you, Jason, but
yeah, definitely would cut down for me. It could be my internet, but
well, my point is, look at this chart. Look at it. This thing is going to be a beast.
yeah,
Melon looks legit.
It's really got really
a lot of sideways there for a long time, huh?
a lot of volume coming in, a lot of consolidation, a lot of expansion of volatility. I mean, look how big these price candles are compared to the ones down here, right? That's clear volatility expansion.
And bullish divergence on the weekly even.
Yeah. Okay, I am targeting $225, $230 on Melon. Looks good. What's next?
That'll be it, man. We are going to wrap. Today's installment is done. Crossed off the list. We did it, guys. Big shout out to Crypto Bull, who just put a diamond super chat in on D Live. Thank you to everyone watching. Yes, big thank yous to everyone watching. Cavano says he was cutting out for me. I don't know. He was coming in clear for me. Very odd. A slight hiccup in the matrix this Tuesday afternoon. Bitcoin, of course, just below 38,000. Do our breakdown. One last thing to, of course, feature. I just dropped a link in the live chat. Let's go take a look at today's poll. Let's see how that is faring. And then we're going to move to wrap this show up right here. Right now, here is today's poll, guys. Let's check in on this. Oh, that's yesterday's poll. Let's look at today's poll. There it is. It's now on screen. Today's poll reads the following. Now that Bitcoin's tapped 42K and pulled back, do you think we will see bullish continuation, or was this another top? 60% of respondents so far are leaning bullish. They write expecting continuation, bullish continuation after this minor correction. And the minority, 36% of respondents write this was a top. The bears will eat Bitcoin's lunch from here. So it looks like the audience, our community, does lean toward the bullish side. I do too, personally. Let's hope little correction here is just a little bump in the road to newer, fresher highs. All right. Not much more to add here. We gotta move to wrap. Is there any other comments I have to tackle here? Swing Trade Pros writes wrecked. Okay, somebody's wrecked, I guess. What's the deal with Melon? What's the bullish case? Well, you're gonna DYOR on that one, my good man.
So the bullish case is Melon is changing their name to Enzyme Finance. So what Enzyme Finance does is it allows you to be like a fund manager for other people. So like this guy essentially someone can run their own fund that people deposit money into, and then they control what assets that money goes into. So it's kind of a way of simplifying the fund process and allows for just individuals to be an asset manager and manage all these millions of dollars of assets without having to do complicated what's that I'm looking for? Complicated custodial services.
Yes, precisely.
When I mean the smart contract's the custodian, right? I mean, do you really need a whole bunch of people involved to buy like X number of assets instead of the smart contract can handle that all. So Melon is Enzyme. I don't know why they changed their name. I guess Melon isn't cool enough, but from what I understand, this is that. So.
All right, cool. Nice little rundown of Melon, aka Enzyme. Alex, more familiar than I had expected. All right. Great stuff, guys. Can't thank you all enough. You know how it is. We're going to be back tomorrow. That's right. The Wednesday installment of the Breaking Bitcoin Market Update comes your way in just under 24 hours. Be sure, a lot of new people came through the chat today. Be sure to follow and subscribe. We'll be back around the same time tomorrow. Look forward to sharing some more quality TA with you guys. Not much more to add. Final words to our analysts.
Trade safely, guys.
Yep, just keep staying patient with it. I mean, we're getting into some times of low volatility here as we just keep marching slowly down on Bitcoin, but things could pop off at any second. So just make sure that you're managing your risk appropriately, and then when we do get that new trend, we will catch it.
Well said. Peace out, guys. Catch us in the Discord.
Goodbye.